Everybody, we are back. It is Taped on Live's favorite podcast, favorite channel, favorite is everything. We are back. You guys already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit the dislike button if you don't like it. Leave a comment if you like it. Leave a comment if you don't like it. Also follow us on Twitter at the Mark John NFL for me, at Glen Rocking for Glenn, and of course, pandasubs.com. Discount code TDL for 25% off. Make sure you also hit up Homage using this QR code right here. Boom. Bam, QR code, go up to Homage, support the channel that way as well. Up at Homage, you get you some Raiders gear, whatever you guys want to get. And of course, you also always hit up the TDL store itself. If I have it up here, of course, I don't even have it up. That's fine. But yeah, hit up the TDL store. I got my hat on today. Got my hat on. Still taped on my hat. You know what I mean?
Sticker still on it.
Sticker still on it? Yeah, I'm keeping it old school. Keep the sticker on it.
I was gonna say, man, we're taking it way back, dude. Like new era. That's like new era. Cincinnati Reds new era hat back in the day.
Keep the sticker on, bro. Keep your sticker on.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. But yeah, we're talking, of course, talking the Raiders who are still suck. The Oklahoma was up 17-0. They blew that lead. So we're gonna give our takes for the rest of the college games as well. Do some over unders. And talk some college draft stuff because I mean we're supposed to be talking draft today. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, for sure. And coaching. I mean, there's a lot of man. People on Twitter, they want to know who the next Raiders coach is. I mean, we haven't fired Pete Carroll yet, but everybody's worried about who's coaching the Raiders next year. As am I.
Yeah. I mean, they're probably gonna fire Pete Carroll, right? I mean.
There is no report right now that they are keeping him. Like any report that I saw, Jordan Schultz put out a video. Like everybody's putting out videos. Like, yeah, they kind of needed to be less ass this year, and that seems impossible. And I mean, it's pretty hard to argue with that.
Yeah, they couldn't be any worse. To be honest, could they be any worse?
No, they could. They could be one game worse. They could be one game worse and have the pick locked up by this week.
It's just from an expectation standpoint.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's what Jordan Schultz, I really feel like his report was talking about.
Right.
That there's an expectation of them to be mediocre. But now, these guys are ass. These guys suck. So, I mean, the Raiders might pick one. You know what I'm saying? They're actually predicted to pick one by ESPN.
I hope so.
I mean, I do too.
Yeah, pick it. I mean, if it's between 1 and 2, I'd rather pick one. We'll see. Chiefs are resting their entire team. They're like really tanking right now. The Chiefs just to try to get in the top 15 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because my goal right now, besides anything my only thing non-Raider related right now is that I don't want the Chiefs in their sorry ass year that they had this year to get Jeremiah Love.
Or Jordan Tyson.
That too. But Jeremiah Love is like right. I feel like he's right there for the taking where the Chiefs might pick. So that to me I would almost rather them get in the playoffs and lose their first week than them miss the playoffs and get Jeremiah Love, because I'd be really mad.
I just don't feel like Jeremiah Love gets out of the top 10. I just don't see it.
Maybe not. I hope not. I mean,
unless they go like Ashton Genty. Look at Genty's like,
yeah,
like Love's just different. You know what I mean?
There's been a running backs taken pretty high the last few years, so I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. So I could definitely see that for sure. I hope so. I hope Jeremiah. For me personally, I hope Jeremiah Love goes somewhere that I can like pull for him.
Yeah, the Chiefs that'd be evil.
Yeah, but
I agree with you.
But the Raiders, they're bad. I mean, I think it's going to make I was just talking. A lot of people were saying we need to hire Clint Kubiak, and I completely agree. Like, that's still my number one option right now, in terms of who we expect to be available. But to me, is the job attractive enough to a Clint Kubiak? And I think the only way that it is that somebody like Clint Kubiak sees that there's Brock Bowers, Ashton Genty, you're calling plays, and you have the number 1 overall pick. Like that's the only time the way that job's attractive, because as is, it's not to a guy like that. This is not an attractive job to a guy like that. So not only do I think getting the number 1 pick would help the Raiders get their quarterback. It might help them get their next coach.
Yeah, the number 1 pick is going to help a ton of things because then you get your choice of the player, right? I mean, you're the number 1 pick. Also, I think the benefit of picking the number 1 pick is that I still feel like if you pick at 33, right? Again, you get number 1. Come back and pick at 33, you're still a first round pick. I feel like
I agree.
You pick a 1, right? Like you might get a guy who fell, which we're gonna talk about a little bit today. You might get somebody that you really liked, who you had a first round grade on, that fell to you. I think picking really early, and then even when you pick at the beginning of the 3rd round, which they have multiple picks, you're still getting kind of a 2nd round guy, fringe 2nd round. Picking that high is benefit just for the whole draft, in my opinion. Because as I'm saying, in the 2nd round, you get your top guy that you like, right? I mean, you're going to get that best guy, a really good player in the 2nd round, to me, especially if you manage it right. If you get the quarterback and then you have your choice of the best player, in my opinion, that could be a DT, that could be a linebacker that fell. Like, what if Sonny Styles falls to 33? You know what I mean?
Or even 29. And you want to come up and get him a little bit. Yeah.
Those things happen. He's a linebacker. Right? You know, NFL's stupid about linebackers.
Caden McDonald's kind of a nose. And, you know, those guys can fall a little bit too. Like a guy like Caden McDonald on this defensive line, I would consider Mendoza and Caden McDonald. That would be a slam dunk for me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Something like that where we're getting to, you know, picking high is going to benefit this team regardless. When people talk about what happens the last couple of years, I know it just gets crazy if Spy Texas decides that he wants to trade back. I don't think this is a trade back year, especially in the 2nd round. I think that 33 pick, that can still be a stud.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's a guy who might have fell, or it's the top of the line. Like you're picking like how the Chiefs pick, you know what I mean? So that'd be crazy. Someone said Mendoza and Surratt. I mean, that's just Surratt at 33. It's a little high for me. It's a little high.
I mean, you know, to me, like they have a lot of late picks. So if you're trying to the only way I would trade down is if somebody was giving me something, again, like I feel like I always bring the Rams up, but they are a successful team and I follow them a lot because my dad. But they came up in the 2nd round, I want to say, to get Braden Fisk, and they gave Carolina a future 2nd rounder for that. So that part's a little interesting to me. Is like when you start getting into that category, when a team's like, okay, we're gonna give you way over market value because we really want this one player, you know, and that's the only time I think about it. But otherwise, I think you're right. I think I wouldn't trade down like they did this year. You know, you never know how the board falls, but I think they need to just keep hitting. You know, doesn't have to be home runs, but doubles, singles and doubles after they get their quarterback in, you know, assuming that they get one in the top 5, top 3, whatever it is. You need to keep doing that.
Yeah. They got to have a plan. They need a really good plan just because they're picking high again. And I just didn't think the trading back in the 2nd round and stuff like that, they don't need to do that this time. If they want to trade up, fine. They need to be aggressive that way. I think they traded back enough last year. But this year, I'm not with that much. You know what I mean?
Everybody wants Caden Proctor. Everyone wants Caden Proctor. He's not good. And you know how I feel about Alabama linemen. I don't draft them.
No thanks.
Caden Proctor caught a screen pass and everyone's like, tackle 1. I was like, what?
He had a lot of hype coming into the year, but
the tackle 1 because he caught a screen pass. Look at that athleticism. He sucks.
This tackle class is not good.
Yeah.
You want to tackle in this draft? This is not the draft to do it. Even like Spencer Fano and those guys have more disappointing seasons than people want to admit. I mean, they're still good players, but there's not. I mean, I'm sure some tackles will get pushed up because it's a premium position. Yeah. It's just not like a draft where like we want to take one at 33 and kind of force it. I mean, you got to go to free agency at that. You know what I mean? It would be tough.
Yeah, no, I agree. I just think that there's going to be. I definitely want to. Oh, go ahead, play the voicemail. I'm interested.
Oh, okay. All right, we're gonna start. We're gonna save Baby Shook for later. But these are some normal ones here.
Marcus, Matt, and or Glen. This is Tony Sanchez calling from the Inland Empire in Southern California. Shout out to the IE Raider Nation, 909951. I got a few things for y'all this evening. First, I've been asking for a few years now. I want that 1970s, 1980s classic Raider game breakdown with you and Matt. I'm going to keep bugging until y'all give it to us. Second thing, I just I don't know. I've been thinking about this defense lately, and I'm like going back to the days when Marcus and BD would be breaking down Paul Gunther's shitty ass defense, and I'm like, dude, not much has changed, but alas, here we are. There's always next year, right? We always say that every year. Next, I know I've heard the arguments. I get it. Max is a Raider for life. He better be on this team. I can't come to admit that he should be on another team. I can't see it. Bro's got it tatted on his arm. Like, come on, bro. Like, this dude needs to be a Raider for the rest of his life. He needs to retire a Raider. And I know, I get it. We could get hella picks, but in my opinion, Max brings more value than just what he does on the field. That's a dude that we need in the building. We have to have him. And then the last thing, I guess my question is, do you guys think that Pete Carroll's going to try to do a redemption season next year? I feel like it's his kind of character to be like, you know what? I got my ass whooped this year, but I'm coming back. Compete. Anyways, I appreciate what you guys do, and I'll talk to you next time.
Oh man, classic game. Definitely some good off-season content.
We got to do that eventually.
Very, very fun. Second off, the Max thing. I get it. I understand anybody that wants to keep him. I do too. If they do keep him, I will not be mad. That being said, it just depends on your coaching hire. If you're hiring a young coach and you are treating this like a long-term rebuild, you get your quarterback in there, you start building it. I agree with you. Max brings value to this team that is pretty unquantifiable. However, when it has been quantified, the win-loss total he hasn't been able to overcome that in terms of wins and losses. And it's not he doesn't have to. But that's just the way the Raiders have to look at that. It's going like, okay, Max is good right now. Max has these knee injuries that are popping up a little bit more. I don't anticipate that knee getting healthier. I just don't. Like you learn to play with these things into your 30s. They don't just heal. And I think if a team offers you 2 first-round picks, I don't do it for 1 first-round pick. I don't. But 2 first-round picks, I think you have to think about it. This is different than trading Khalil Mack at the top of his rookie contract. I would not have traded Max 4 years ago, right? Like, I would not have done that. You're trading Max a little bit later than you traded Khalil Mack, whereas like the Bears did. You know, I'm not saying the Bears, became this great team right after trading him, but I just mean the Bears sold Khalil Mack a little later, and I think they got a 2nd-round pick for him. So if you have the opportunity to really get like 2 first-round picks for a defensive end in his 30s, you have to ask yourself, is Max in 3 years from now going to be a dominant defensive player on this team? Your answer might be yes, and I think you have many cases to say, or there's many cases to make for that point. But I just for me, I say get my 2 first-round picks, move on. Now, if they hire a defensive-minded head coach, he's not getting traded, in my opinion. Like if Robert Saleh takes his job, he's not going to say trade Max Crosby. If Jesse Minter takes his job, he's not going to say trade Max Crosby. So it is going to depend on your coaching hire, but I think there's a case to be made for both sides. And I as far as the tattoos go, he's got a lot of tattoos, dude. Like, that's a lot of tattoo. It ain't like he has 1 tattoo and it's a Raider. Like, he can blend that in. He can turn that Raider tattoo into something else. I'm not keeping him because he has a damn tattoo.
Okay, I agree with you, man. I do. I agree with you. But I don't think they're going to do it. I think what's going to happen, I think Mark Davis and Spike Tech are going to try to build around him still. I think they're going to trade him when it's too late. That's what I think is going to happen. I think the Raiders are going to trade him when it's too late. Where it's not as much value. That's what I feel like. I feel like they're going to still try to build around him. I don't think Mark Davis is going to want to sign off on that right now. Right. I think he if they decide to go a different route with the coach, especially because I think maybe if they moved on from Spytek and they brought in a new GM, I would say it's a possibility. But I think Spytek is not all in on that. I want to trade him type of thing, right? So because to be honest, I mean, if they were, I feel like that's something they should do last year, right? I mean, I think his value was high. He was talking about I want to get paid, yada yada yada, right? But they gave more money. Just as they gave more money, I think there's Spytek wants in on him, and those things are going to happen. But I do think that it's something they should look into, but I don't think they're going to look into it. I don't even think this is on their mind. I think this is just something we're talking about. They're like, Max, you're the guy, and you're the face of the franchise. And I think that's what's going to happen. If they like Spytek or something that happens the next 2 years, Spytek doesn't do whatever it needs to do with a new head coach. They fire Spytek. A new guy comes in. He might trade Crosby. I just think the Raiders do everything too late anyways. So they're going to wait and do it when he's 30.
Well, what if he comes in and just says like, hey, like what if he kind of puts the wheels in motion? Not like trade me immediately, but he's like, hey, if you want to find a place for me to go, his contract's not that crazy in terms of dead money. That's also another thing that made me like they re-signed him, but the contract was not loaded in a way to where they couldn't get rid of him. Like if the Browns were to trade Myles Garrett, they just wouldn't make sense. You could give up 3 first-round picks for Myles Garrett, and they'd still like lose money on the deal, kind of in a sense. It's not that way for the Raiders. So I almost wonder if the verbiage on his contract made it feel like a 1-year deal to just see how this goes with Pete Carroll kind of thing. Just saying, who knows? But if Max gets in and goes, look, man, I'm getting tired. I'm tired, boss. Like what if he comes in and says that? Like, I just love it here. No disrespect, but if you can get the picks you need to start over and get me to a contender, I appreciate it. I probably do it because it's not the same as Jacoby Myers where you weren't going to get top picks for Jacoby Myers. I say, no, I'm sorry. Keeping you, seeing how the season goes, talk to you around the trade deadline. With Max, you're right. Like, they might do it when it's too late. But if they hire a young offensive coach and they just kind of go the Saints like Kellen Moore route, I probably think about doing it. Yeah.
Because somebody brought that up with Clint Kubiak. They could, but
yeah.
I don't know. I think that's a Mark Davis sign off. Mark Davis might bust into your room if you're thinking about doing that. Just get to the second question. We are doing a raffle tonight. I was trying to figure out which I wanted to give away here. What should you give away here today?
I don't know. You pick. I think I picked the last one.
Okay. There's not a lot of crew necks out there. Maybe we should go with the tank top. The tank top.
Gotta have the guns.
Who's got the guns? The tank top. We'll do the tank top, and then we'll do. Nobody wants a tumbler. Nobody wants a tumbler. Nobody wants to drink some coffee or anything. You got no coffee drinkers?
No. Well, like I say, you can put whatever you want in the tumbler.
Nobody's a coffee drinker, huh? You got no coffee drinkers?
You can put the stuff in there that makes you tumble. You can. Lil Wayne, don't ask what's in my cup.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna do the tank top. I know it's cold outside, guys, but you know what I mean. So all right, it's cold. Let's do. We're gonna do the tumbler and the tank top. We haven't done the tumbler and the tank top. We've done hat. We've done those one. Tumbler and tank top. Give me $1.99. I'll load you guys up. They want the crew neck. Actually, you guys vote what you guys want, and then we'll come back to it. But $1.99. You vote for what you guys want. I'll go through it. We'll be good there. Let's get to some of these normal questions here. Is Tankathon right about 10 picks? Yes.
10 picks. Oh, like we have 10 picks?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I think they have 2. They got an extra 4th for Myers. I think they're gonna have a couple comp picks from Merrick. I think because they really didn't spend in free agency last year. So they should do pretty well in terms of the comp pick department. I know nobody cares about that right now, and it doesn't validate what they did, but they're going to get picks with Spillane and Merrick. I think 10 sounds about right.
Yeah, you can get multiple entries if you want. Also, let's get the next question here. Shoot meant to ask, where would Mendoza have ranked with that 2024 QB class? Probably.
Ooh, Ty Simpson. I'm sorry.
What did he do? Do a dime? You do a dime?
Threw a little dime. He woke up. He took that. I was calling him Drew Aller for a while, but man, he did. I got money on it.
15?
I got my. Yeah, I said he switched 15. I said Drew Aller didn't get injured. He put on the.
That's
Alabama
a nice throw. That's a nice throw.
That was a nice throw. I got money on Bama -1.5, so that was big. Yeah.
Yeah, people act like, oh, this game's over. I'm like, dog,
Yeah.
have you guys never watched college football? It's 17-0 with 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Have we never watched college football before?
I appreciate people turning on and saying like, oh, I wish Notre Dame was in. Here's the thing. Alabama's a good team. I'm not trying to replace Alabama. JMU and Tulane suck. I'm sorry. Those are bad teams. Those are not playoff teams. That is Make-A-Wish Foundation nonsense. Those are the ones that you are going to be on.
Let it out, Glenn. Let it out.
So boring. Why are these games so boring? Everyone's going to say, why are they so boring? Dude, Duke is better than those two teams. Yeah, I'll join a conference. Sure. Don't cry. Don't you cry at all during those games. Don't you cry at all during JMU and Tulane when they play Oregon. And it looks like in South Park when they let the kids play the Detroit Red Wings. I don't want to hear a peep. I want people to go, you know what? This is the kind of college football I like. Me, college football fan. Anyways, I'm not even mad.
Let it out, Glenn. Let it out.
Not mad. No, it's out. Not mad.
All right. Wait, what's the wrong with Jordan? No, nothing wrong with Jordan Tyson. We just don't want him on the Chiefs.
Yeah, there's a lot right with Jordan Tyson. I don't want him on the Kansas City Chiefs. Neither do you. I want them to draft guys that can't catch and get hit all the time.
We need more Rashee Rice.
Yeah.
Those type of guys. We don't need Jordan Tyson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't need guys who get open all the time. Who could beat one
to draft
1-on-1.
50 Tyson. I want them to draft 50 Tyson.
There you go.
So yeah, that's who I want them to draft a wide receiver.
Yeah. Take a tackle. That's what I want them to do. Take a tackle. That helps. That will help you. You know, you got no wide receivers and Kelsey's gone. Take a tackle. Take Spencer Fano.
Tell the Irish to join a conference. I don't want to hear a thing. I don't want to hear a thing during the JMU Oregon game. I don't want to hear that the game's boring. I don't want to hear if I see it once, I'm going to get mad that the game's boring. That's all I'm saying. No. Yeah, I'll join the sure. I'll join the JMU conference. I'll join the JMU. That's all you got to do is play the JMU conference. That's fine. Sounds good. That's all we got to do. Yeah. I don't want to hear a thing. I don't want to hear a thing.
Oh, man. I mean, honestly, I agree with you with that. I think Notre Dame should got it.
Miami's in, and they beat Notre Dame, who's not a playoff team, and they come in third in the conference.
Why did they let Tulane in, though?
Yeah, pick one of those schools.
Didn't Tulane, they lose 1 or 2 games?
People don't even know where Tulane is. I would rather my friend named James and then his girlfriend named Madison go play than watch whatever they're going to do against Oregon on the field. Terrible. The coach is leaving for UCLA. Come on, gosh.
Yeah. See, is the Tulane coach leaving too?
Probably. Yeah, I think so. Is he Auburn? Is he going to Auburn? No.
I think so.
A lot of those. Look, I am mad. Yes, I am mad. I am mad because. And I think you guys are going to be mad too. Join a conference. All right, I'm just saying, you're going to watch bad football. You're going to watch bad football in the playoffs.
Honestly, I think the Tulane versus Ole Miss could be interesting.
Well, yeah, Ole Miss. Yeah, Ole Miss is.
Yeah, because they ain't got a coach.
Yeah.
Well, Ole Miss doesn't have their play caller.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, the JMU Oregon game is going to be so ridiculous. Like it's just going to be like, it's just going to be like one of those regular season games that no one watches.
Yeah, because Matt did Amari Washington for the draft show tomorrow. And he's 330 pounds, and he moves like he's 300 pounds. I was like, oh, who on JMU is going to block him? Who's blocking him on JMU?
Yeah, but no, it's going to be great because that's what college football is all about.
Hey, man,
it's going to be so tight.
Maybe we get like some March Madness here.
Yeah, sure. No, we're going to find out. No, that's the thing. We're going to find out that college football is not college basketball. That's all. Everyone's going to find out. Everyone's going to find out. No, and I don't want to hear a thing. I don't want to hear a thing about how boring that game is.
Oh, Tulane went to the Gators. They're still there though. But they're finished. They're not like Lane Kiffin though. They're finishing, right?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
James
they're
Chesney, I think, is the guy's name for JMU. He's going to UCLA, and he's staying. Of course. I mean, I would leave if I was him. If I'm going to go play Oregon, I'd be like, I'm busy.
So, OC, you got this, right?
Yeah.
I'll be out in LA, chilling.
Yeah, let me check my calendar here. Oh, the 20th. Wait, December 20th. We're supposed to play. Oh, dude, I booked something already.
I gotta have recruiting meetings. I'm trying to get some recruits, man. I think you got this, right? You're prepared.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm so sorry for all you guys that love the Pop-Tart Bowl, by the way. Everybody loves the damn Pop-Tart Bowl. I forgot that was the best. This is the best thing of college football ever. And now you got college basketball players who are missing the whole year. They're like, I'm just not playing because I'm getting drafted. Bowl games are cooked. They should expand the playoff if they want these bowl games to even count for anything. Because
what is that about with the NBA player? Is he that good?
I will laugh if he's ass. It's gonna be so funny. Because that's the thing. It's the guy from what school is Oklahoma?
Is he hurt?
No, he just says I'm shutting it down. Yeah, Yes. All right. Now get your Notre Dame jokes off and go watch JMU. JMU is great. Like I said, I'll join that. We'll join that conference next year. Let's go join that. We'll join that. That's all we got to do. That's fine. Sounds good.
All right. You get this question. Do you think the NFL is cycling back to more? Yeah, I mean for sure. People. That's why people are now. Everybody's people are bringing up there's too many black quarterbacks. Jason Whitlock.
Yeah, it was I think he said all the playoff ones are white, right? I think that he did the breakdown. He did like a full breakdown. He's like, if the season ended today, which kind of is interesting. I was like, that is kind of crazy. I was like,
because what's happening is attempts are down. Attempts are
Kirk
down.
Cousins didn't Kirk Cousins do something on that just the other day? Like he was at his press conference. Kirk Cousins was like, dude, when I came in the league, all this jargon I don't understand, but he's like, you used to be able to do this, now you can't. So playing quarterback's way harder now.
Yeah, because is quarterback harder? Yes, because they're changing coverages. Because Patrick Mahomes came in here and started just bombing on people. So like the NFL defense is like, oh, we got to play college defense too. So now they're doing all this college shit. Like what happened to Sam Darnold? He threw a pick six, and everybody's knocking him for the pick six. Almost pick 63 yesterday, and everybody in the timeline would have threw an interception on that play. So like we need to shut up sometimes. It is harder. And, even Bruce Arians in his book, Quarterback Whisperer, he said that playing quarterback, this is 2014. He said that playing quarterback is harder than it ever was, right? He said that in this book. So I agree with that it's harder. And pure progressions helps these guys, like, not be as hard with it. But read the damn field, can you please? Just can we get some quarterbacks that can read the field naturally?
Yeah.
I said, it's not that hard. I mean, it is hard, but goddamn, they switch up on you. I see they're switching, but like, man, because pure progression is like training wheels. That's really what it is. It's training wheels. 1, 2, instead of like, okay, I got this, and then they switch this to this. I go here because the thing is, if I pick a side and they switch coverages, right, and I pick the wrong side, I'm completely fucked.
Yeah.
And then with pure progressions, I'm not completely fucked. I have training wheels. I'm like 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? But usually if you get 1, 2, pop. 1, 2. Myles Garrett. 1, 2, 3. Myles Garrett. You know what I mean? Like it's not gonna make too much of a difference. But that's why Kurt Warner hates pure progressions, because Kurt Warner, Mr. Interception. I would just anticipate and throw 3 picks, but also throw 4 touchdowns. He cracks me up with that shit every time. I'm like, bro, you threw so many interceptions. How are you trying? Like, relax, Kurt. Relax. All right. Anyways, what beers are we drinking? They want to know what beers we're drinking.
I'm literally not drinking a beer tonight. Actually, everybody's crediting me for that. I'm drinking a prebiotic soda. I'm going hard next week for the holidays, so. Kind of. I'm on a bye week right now.
Oh, you're on a bye week. Well, I'm sticking to the Voodoo Ranger. I'm gonna switch it up. I feel like it fits.
Yeah, you're Walker Texas Ranger.
Yeah.
It's you.
I'm sticking with it. sticking with it. You know, it took me a while to become an IPA man in the first place.
Yeah.
So you gotta appreciate
Yeah,
it.
you just got. It's just like becoming like a certain kind of workout guy. You just got to put in a few reps, and then you're like, this is what I like now.
He said no Jeters. I mean, I maybe early. I can't promise you anything, Kenny P. So with that, I am a fan of those. All right. All right. Before we get to the next topic, let's do another voicemail because I don't see a ton of questions here. Kind of got to them, most of them. But also, yeah, we are doing a raffle, like I said. So hit the $199, guys. Checkmate. He's making me do math. Was that $10? $9.99 plus was that $11? Was 5 entries, I think, for Checkmate. So get your entries in for that. We'll do another voicemail here in a second here. When I get these in. All right, here we go. We'll get to Baby Sugar at the end because Baby Sugars are crazy. It is crazy. All right, here we go.
Glen, love your show. Listen every Friday night. Man, Friday night's the highlight of the week. I love it. So basically what I wanted to say is, while I don't think Pete Carroll forgot how to coach from one year to the next, obviously it's not working. Now, I don't know that it's all Pete Carroll's fault. Who knows what's really going on the third floor of that building? Anything could be going on. There's a lot of rumors flying around. But at some point in time, we've got to get a coach, let him do his job, and as Raider Nation, we have to just accept the fact that we're going to lose probably a couple, 3 more years. We're going to have to use that time. Don't fire everybody every time we have a bad season, and let us build a team. We got to quit letting all of our good players go, keep our own players, develop our own draft picks, pick good free agents, do it the smart way. But, you know, we got to be patient. Stay off these guys. These guys read social media too. You know, you can't just get on these guys all the time like this. You got to be patient and let them get a chance to get themselves together. And if they don't, hey, you know, we'll break down wiener dog races or what Glen's having for beer on Friday night. It doesn't matter. You guys are great. Whatever you do, we'll enjoy. So thanks a lot for everything you do for us. Take care. This is Raider 27.
All right.
Raider 27, shout out. He's got that CB radio trucker voice. I love it. Absolutely. Sounds like a what's your 20? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
breaker 19. What's your 20? I love that voice. The over and out 10-4. But I think he's right about general philosophy for coaching.
Mm-hmm.
However, we hired a 74-year-old coach and he has 2 wins. You have to do the math here. If we're going to be bad, like you say, for the next 3 years, Pete Carroll might not be alive by the time we're good. I mean, I'm not trying to be morbid here. I've already seen him look unenthusiastic about football from the beginning of the year when he's wrestling everybody till now when he looks like he has the suds, like SpongeBob, the sickness in SpongeBob. That's what he looks like he has now. His job was to go at least 7 wins this year. That's what you do when you hire Pete Carroll. They did not do that. And I think a lot of it is what he said, let the coach do their job. I don't think the coach let the GM do his job. That's my thing. I don't think he let the GM do his job. And the reason I say that is because the proof is in the pudding. If your season is lost and you're not playing your draft class, pretty much most reps just to see what you have, that's not letting your GM do his job. And you're signing these guys, you know, like I think he's right. I think Raider 27's right about the turnover. That's why you lose the Merricks and the Spillanes and stuff. Yeah. These guys have no tie to them. That's the part that sucks. So it was kind of a perfect storm of shit, unfortunately, was what happened with the Raiders. But I think a lot of it was that Pete Carroll was not honest with what he was taking over. I think he spent a long time with the Seahawks, knew that organization in and out, took over a new team and just said, look, I'm Pete Carroll. I'll make this work with guys that I know. guys on 1-year deals. Get me Devin White. Go get me these guys. That might have been a Spy Tech thing, but go get me, this guy. Go get me that guy. Go get me Geno Smith. And it doesn't work. And I think this team was not honest with itself and is suffering the consequences of that. Whereas I don't think Spy Tech doled out a lot of money. Spy Tech's free agency doesn't show me that he thought very highly of this team, this roster going in. When you look at what they did in free agency, I didn't get the idea he thought the roster was all that good, So I say let the GM do his job. But normally, like I said, Pete Carroll was 44 years old. I think you'd be 100% correct, Raider 27. I just don't think that's the case when you have a coach whose clock is really ticking faster than any other head coach in the league.
Yeah. The thing is like when they hire Pete, and they're talking about now he got a 3-year deal, Spy got a 5-year deal. If they wanted to win now, it's like they didn't spend any money though. Like Devin White was like $4 million, right? Stokes is like $4 million. Mm-hmm. They really didn't do anything in free agency in a win now mode. No. So what was Pete really thinking? Was when Pete? So they're on the same page because I can kind of feel how they went on the same page. If you just take it back and you think about it a little bit. Right? You take it back and you think about it a little bit. They're not on the same page because, yeah, sure, I'm getting you a long arm corner in Eric Stokes, but I'm also giving him 1 year and $4 million. Sure, I'm getting you a veteran, Devin White, but I'm also giving him 1 year, $4 million. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm giving you a Landon Rock. Like, if you're Pete Carroll, you have to think like, that's why I kind of felt like, he was doing what Pete kind of wanted a little bit, but also trying to build for the future. And that's not how it's going to work. If you wanted to go with Pete's philosophy, you should have went and got the best damn linebacker you could find.
Right.
You should have went and got the best should have just paid Morig, paid Spillane. You know what I mean? Like, what's the big deal? If you guys are if they were really trying to win now, they had the guys already in house that ran Patrick Graham's offense. Defense, right? Morig is a good player. Easy BX shows up here. He's going to let us know that Morig's not good. That's fine. But he's a good player. Spillane is a good player, right? Nate Hobson's playing well. Maybe let Nate Hobbs go. That's fine. Mm-hmm. But then give me a damn good slot. Go pay somebody. Give me a damn good slot.
Right.
Go get me some. There's tons of linemen this year. They didn't sign one of them. Mekhi Becton.
None of these guys.
They go Alex Kappa. You know what I mean? So there's Spy Tech. I think sometimes GMs they come in here and they're just like all draft. They're supposed to draft guys. Like Spy Tech seems like he's a scout, and they forget free agency a little bit. Like if your coach is like win now, they should have spent that way, but they didn't. So that tells us that there is a disconnect. I don't know. It kind of feels like Spy Tech was taking advantage of an old guy. Like he's basically like signing. Yeah, like hey, like sure. Here's Devin White, and Pete Carroll's like, I could do something with that. He was
no, player. I think you're right too. No, I think that's correct. My thing is remind me who got hired first, Pete Carroll or John Spy Tech? And this is not like some trying to catch anybody thing. I forget. It was Carroll, right? That got hired first?
I think it was Spy Tech got hired first, didn't he?
Did Spy Tech get hired first? Okay.
And then 2 days later, it was like, I got to look this up.
Right. It was, because that's my thing. Like, your GM should be the first hire. And then your GM, along with ownership, picks the coach. It doesn't seem like any of that happened. And, we already know that, John Schneider and Pete Carroll kind of had some they went back and forth with, I think they were on the outs at times, back in, on the outs. Like it was, so you're asking Pete Carroll to work with this young whippersnapper GM, and again, I'm not saying Spy Tech's perfect, but I am far more interested in his future than I am Pete Carroll's future at this point. So to me, it just felt like, and then, then you go down, you hire Chip Kelly, who I don't think Pete Carroll actually hired. So it's like, we're just getting all these hodgepodge of hirings. And then Chip Kelly's comes in, and then Brendan Carroll is the O-line coach. I'm just like, none of this makes any sense when you actually think about it. I feel weird for even being ever excited about it. None of this shit makes sense. None of it seems coherent. None of it seems competent. And to me, I keep Spy Tech, and I go and I would get. So Spy Tech did get hired first. Okay, interesting. Got it.
Yeah, he did.
So,
yeah.
So that's what's weird. Like, to me, did Spytek go out there and be like, I want Pete Carroll? Like, it feels weird that he would have. I don't know. That's just me. I know they wanted Ben Johnson. I know Ben Johnson was the guy, right?
Mhm.
Like, so that would have been a more accurate pairing. But like out of nowhere, was it just like, go get Pete Carroll? Like, was that a Mark Davis jumping in? The problem is I can't tell who did what, and none of it seems to work. It all seems oil and vinegar, adding all these things that don't mix together and expecting it to do well. And the problem is just Pete Carroll just whatever. Was he given a bad hand? Was he doing this? You won 2 games, maybe 3 at the most.
Yeah.
Are they jumping to a 10-win team with the same coach next year? Maybe. I think not, personally.
See, people say they're scraping the bottom of the barrel, but I think it was Ben Johnson or Pete Carroll for them. It wasn't like I don't think it was bottom of the barrel. They're the only ones who interviewed Pete Carroll. Nobody else did.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It was just the Raiders.
Because I thought Dallas did, but I guess not.
No.
I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, I don't remember because I don't remember who got hired first out of those 2 guys. But yeah, I thought somebody else interviewed him, but no, whatever. Just neither here nor there. It's just, to me, it's like when you hire Pete Carroll, I think you're saying that your team's pretty good, or your team is like solid, or you have a solid roster that underperformed the year before, and you think they can get to 7 wins. Who knows? Maybe 9 wins at that first year. And then by the next year, you are rolling on all cylinders and you're competing big time. Like for competing, doing what, like having like where the Steelers are at right now, like where you're really, Chargers level record. And the fact that you're not right now, that's where Pete's age comes in, is going like, damn, man, I'm sorry, but see you later. And again, the fact that Pete's not playing any of the Spytek draft class, that's still weird to me. That's still weird to me. And I think that was who did someone tell Pete Carroll he was going to pick the players?
I don't know.
That's what's weird to me. Because like, I thought he liked playing rookies. I thought that was the big thing about it, was that he liked a young roster, that like he play Russell Wilson. You could start over Matt Flynn. Like you could do all of this. Doesn't seem like that's the case.
Yeah. Pete interviewed with the Bears.
Okay, Bears. So I thought he had one other interview, because I thought there was a whole like kind of cycle, like he's looking to get back into it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It sucks, but I don't see a way Pete's back this year. Now I was, if they even won like 6 games this year, I'd be like, nah, you know what, run it back, see what we can do. But they've just been so bad. I mean, this is such a bad team.
It would be a realistic scenario in which we end up with Caleb Downs, when the NFL just hating safeties.
Yeah, if he's a 2nd round pick, or if the Raiders win the next 3 games.
That's
the other way we end up with Caleb Downs.
Truth. Right there.
Yeah, I know it sounds insane. Winning 3 games in a row. My goodness. Whoa. 3, Glenn, in the same year? In the same month? What?
Yeah. Do you guys think Spytek was an upgrade over to Lesko?
Yes. Yes. Telesco, we kind of whitewashed Telesco a little bit. His free agency sucked.
It was bad.
Gardner Minshew, not thinking Zamir White was the guy. Right then and there, going, Zamir White, you are RB1.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Alex Madison.
Alexander Madison.
Where is he at? Is he on a team?
He was on the Dolphins. I don't know what happened. He is I think Telesco, I think for the draft purposes was okay. Like, I mean, look, those first 3 picks were fine. We'll see what DJ Glaze ends up becoming, but for a 3rd round tackle, I think he's doing just okay. Those, again, it's not the round you're always going to be picking tackles that end up becoming starters, but that is what it is. Brock Bowers, Hall of Famer, in my opinion. So it's just he's always going to have that, and good on him for taking him too. But JPJ, definitely a better player than what we're seeing by this coaching staff. I think free agency Telesco just stunk. I mean, Gardner Minshew on day 1 of free agency is insane.
Yeah.
You can get mad about Geno all you want. Geno has had a better career than Gardner Minshew.
That was wild. And the money they gave him like $25 million.
Just day 1, they're like, we got our guy. It was just what? Like that was strange to me. That was just, I think right now, just how bad this year has been. I think Spytek's free agency hasn't been good, but I think his drafting. I think we're gonna like this class. I don't know this class this year. I think there's people that hate it already. I think we're gonna like this class.
Yeah. Also, it is true. To be honest, I think Telesco should have known that the Falcons were going to take Penix. That's something he should have known.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like tea leaves. Not a big tea leaves guy.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I do know that PFF is. He just takes PFF guys. Because DJ Glaze, PFF guy.
JPJ was a big time PFF guy.
PFF guy, you know what I mean? Of course, Brock Bowers. Yeah.
Brock Bowers is in everybody. Is in every. That was just. I will say a lot of Ray fans did not like that pick, and I remember being like, "No, that's ballsy, like to take it when you need so many other things." But that is the best player, in my opinion. I mean, like you might end up being the best player out of that draft class. We'll see what happens. The quarterbacks were good too, but. That's what you got to do almost every year. People act like the Raiders have been taking BPA and like every year and nothing's happened. No, they started doing that 2 years ago. Best player available. You go look at 2019 and 2020 and 2021 and tell me they took BP best player available in the first round. Hell no. And that was when they had a bunch of picks.
Yeah. Is that 50 Cent on TV? On TV? Who's that rapper?
That is definitely 50 Cent.
Okay.
I mean, why is he at Oklahoma?
Yeah. Well, I mean, who's gonna be the rapper from Oklahoma, bro? Like,
there's got to be a Juggalo. There's got to be like some Tech 9 ass type guy like from out there, like
I know exactly what you mean. I know.
Yeah, just Fago. All that stuff. Like, it's got to be somebody, man, because it's 50 Cent is New York to the core. I mean,
it was like who in Oklahoma?
How much did they pay him to come out, man?
Oh man.
I mean, he's gonna have to get. I mean, they've given up 27 unanswered, so let's see what happens post 50 Cent.
Yeah. It probably should have been Tech 9 because Tech 9 is close enough to Oklahoma, right?
Johnny Polygon is from Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
Everyone remembers him.
I've never.
Johnny Polygon. They could have got Johnny Polygon.
They could have.
Yeah,
they could have.
He would probably for cheaper. Yeah, they could have just paid for his Uber. He would have showed up.
I know. Shit.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Drop me a pin. I'll get you an Uber." And he's like, "Sick. Can I get a pulled pork sandwich too?" Yeah. All right.
Oh man.
No, instead we're gonna give 50 Cent $100,000 to show up.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, because I just don't know.
There's nothing in Oklahoma. There's nothing.
Man, okay. All right. Let's talk about a topic. I just want to talk about this because Oklahoma, we're getting close here. Mateer started off balling, and then he threw the worst interception I've ever seen. Nobody's shitting on him for that interception, but I have no idea how you didn't see that. Was like, bro, it's cover 2 in the first place. Even if there's a hitch there, it's cover 2.
Yeah. Well, 50 Cent just performed and Oklahoma scores a touchdown. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I mean, what song did he do?
I don't know.
I got on mute too.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I have no idea what song he did. I mean, is it Many Men? I can see Many Men. That's the one you would do.
They're probably in the club because it's the only song they know in Oklahoma. I have to be in the club.
Many Men is like a You Can't Kill Me. It says Hard to Kill on the sweatshirt. You know what I'm saying? I could see that. I mean, that whole song is just about getting shot.
Oh, no spoilers, guys. Oh, we got some. Okay. All right.
What are you watching it tomorrow?
I don't know. I'm watching it after the show. Okay. All right. We won't spoil it for you. We'll try not to. We'll try not to.
I don't know, man.
You have to just mute some
he
parts.
was doing I get money. He was doing I get money.
Oh, of course.
Candy shop. Yeah, don't do candy shop. Don't do that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, the only spoiler I give you that Mateer threw a good ball. That's all I'll say.
The guy's got a cannon. Guy's got absolute cannon.
He's just a wild man.
He's crazy. He is insane. He's a damn good runner, though. Man,
yeah.
He can run.
All right. Jake Paul's fighting tonight too. Why?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we gotta hurry up. I got tickets to Johnny Polygon later.
All right. I don't want you to miss Johnny Polygon, bro. I mean,
at the billiard hall. At the billiard hall.
Reno. I mean, that is where Polygon would hit. Right, he hit Reno.
He would. The knitting factory over here. He would hit the knitting factory. You'd go crazy. Johnny Polygon. Yeah.
Not the knitting factory.
Just rapping about shapes. Euclidean geometry.
Not the knitting factory.
Yeah, dude. KRS-One is performing here like soon, and I was like, "Yo!" Like I thought it was an old flyer from like 10 years ago. I was like, "Yo, the dude's like 65."
As soon as you said the knitting factory, I'm like, you know what? Johnny Polygon might perform there. Then you said KRS-One.
Yeah, he did KRS-One. I thought it was an old flyer. I saw that at Pizza Place. I was like, "Damn, they gotta change these flyers." I was like, "Oh, that's next week." Never mind. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, we did see him. Kind of. I said second, but
quarterback 2.
Yeah.
I this in the Cam Ward draft. Oh no, I got ahead of Cam Ward. I think.
Yeah, man, ahead of Cam Ward, really?
Yeah, for sure.
I wouldn't do that.
Cam Ward didn't win anything. It's just like Mendoza goes out and beats Ohio State. I know Cam Ward didn't have the defense, but Cam Ward also didn't play anybody that good compared to what Mendoza's been playing. I think Mendoza's a better quarterback. I think last year's class was weak. I mean, that's what I'm saying more than anything is I would have him at quarterback 1 of last year.
All right. Okay. So I don't want to talk about this scenario because Ruben Bain has 30-inch arms, Glenn.
Whoa.
He's got 30-inch arms. That's the word on the street.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Raiders could double up on this because I was watching Ruben Bain film this week, and that's what I kind of thought about this topic and that's why it's perfect for them to draft at the spot. Because what if they get like a quarterback and they get Ruben Bain? Does this team turn around really quickly if they do something like that?
It's a very good draft if that happens. I think there's a lot. I like the defensive end class. Like I don't think there's like this. I don't think they have this kind of Will Anderson top, but I think in like second round, I think I like Quincy Rhodes a lot out of Arkansas. But yeah, the short arms are interesting to me because I mean the way he plays, you'd think you'd want the longer arms. Like it's like odd the way he plays. Like it's like short arm, you expect the guy to be just fast around the edge and get underneath or something like that, but. Tell you at that combine meeting, I'm gonna put this can. I'm gonna put it 31 inches away from him, and I'm gonna be like, "Go grab that, Ruben. Go grab. Can you get that? Okay, he got it. Then I'll be like, "Yeah, I'll draft you because if he uses those arms the way you're supposed to be doing, yeah, for sure. But yeah, if he's a second round pick, which he might be, I think you sprint the card in. I mean, the guy's I do care a lot about production in college. Cleveland Farrell aside, if you produce in college, a lot of times you'll produce in the pros. I mean, do you think he's gonna work out well otherwise?
I think so.
Yeah, because if he's explosive, I'm not caring about the arm length. Now, that being said, if he's kind of middle of the pack in his other workouts, I'm kind of like, okay, well, do you have the arm? You don't have the arm length to kind of offset that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my thing is if you give him a second, though, you just give him at 33.
Yeah.
Man. Because the thing is, like Bain, you can move him around. He's just an explosive player. He's explosive. He has crazy bend at 270, right? And all the things you really like. Because I mean, there's another small guy with really short arms in this draft, Cassius Howe.
Yeah,
his arms are really short too. right? But he has great film, and he can really rush the passer from Texas A&M. That's a good player. And those are like two guys. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I think the Raiders are in a good spot if they pick one, even if they pick two.
Yeah.
They're in a good spot because I think there's a lot of depth in this draft. I mean, I've been watching this draft probably more than I've ever done during this time. There's a lot of depth, man. There's a depth in interior O-line, which the Raiders need. If the Raiders needs, there's depth. Is more what I'm saying. So, like, DT, defensive end, right? There's depth there. You got Cassius Howes that might fall, right? Maybe you like Cassius Howe. He has short arms too. Maybe you like Cassius Howe. Maybe David Bailey falls. I don't know. I mean, this could be depend on combine with Bailey. I think Bailey's also going to be able to show his skills in the playoffs, see how he dominates there. Could be a guy that falls a little bit. I mean, and then, of course, maybe there's some quarterbacks come out and some of these quarterbacks are getting pushed up. I mean, Tyler Shook went second round. Nobody said that in December. That's why I think people need to calm down sometimes with the draft talk in December a little bit.
Right.
And why I don't like doing it too much is because we don't know what these guys' measurements are, and that really changes everything for everything.
Yeah.
Like, we could talk about film all day, but if a dude has 30-inch arms, he's not going to go top 10. Because Ruben Bain was talking about going 1, like in September.
Yeah.
Right? Now people are figuring out he got short arms. He's going second round. The film ain't changed.
Right.
It's the measurements. So, I think we have to wait with some of this process, but I think the Raiders are such a good spot that if they can go guard, they can go I hope they go defense second round, to be honest, but you can go corner.
Yeah.
They can go safety.
I like the corners in this draft.
Linebacker. You know what I mean? It would have to be. I think they're in a great position. That's more I wanted to point it out. That they might get Ruben Bain in the second round. It's a possibility.
Round 3, you go get my guy Chris Johnson out of San Diego State. I'm just telling you, that's my guy.
He's going to Senior Bowl. I'm gonna check him out. He's going to Senior Bowl.
He is a stud. I'm just to tell you, man. He is a stud. I think he probably just had like really bad grades because I'm like, you should not be at San Diego State. Like that's kind of where you go when you don't have the grades for like a bigger school. They're just like, I go to San Diego State, Yeah. I think that's the case. This dude is a beast. But yeah, there's I like the edge class a lot too. Like I like other guys like what's his name from Penn State, Sutton, Denny Sutton or whatever his name is. There's a lot of guys that I'm really big on. I think rounds 2 through 4 they can really add to that defense. Good young talent, and honestly, guys that could end up starting for your team. There's a lot. So we'll see. Like you said, I mean, the workouts, the playoff performance, guys are going to stand out. You're going to go, whoa, what the hell? Who's this guy? And he's going to rise up the boards. But yeah, you're right. They're in a great spot. They have a chance. And again, they could pick twice in the first round if they want to. Teams do that too. Teams go like, you know what? If Sonny Styles is there at 27, you want to go get him from 33. It costs you like a third rounder this year and a third next year. If you want to do it, go ahead. I don't know if I would, but I'd get it if you did. They're in the position to do that, though.
Yeah. People say production traits. Well, people are going to ignore that and take Keldrick Fulton, whatever his name is.
Falk, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Falk, yeah. They're going to take his Terry Wilson ass. Top 10 again. They're going to ignore everything. What about the reports of the guy coming in with Brady, getting his hands in all the aspects of the team?
Yeah, I didn't see much about that. Like that. What's that? I don't even remember the guy's name. I guess I should know this, but again, that's just another cook in the kitchen that I'm talking about. It goes to my point. Another person putting their hands on something, and everybody just adding. Too many cooks in the kitchen. If you're trying to cook something and somebody just comes in and drops something in the pot, and you're like, dude, what the hell was that? And they're like, don't worry about it. That's my contribution. Well, that doesn't work. Even if it is something good, it's like, that's not what we're building here. And they're going to have to sit down and go look, John Spytek, you're going to have to build this team. You come from great GM stock. You need to be a Howie. Maybe he tries to. Maybe people jump over him and stuff like that. And I think that's a problem. I think we see that all the time. We see we see constantly. We see David Tepper in Carolina. All these guys that say like, no, you got to do this because I'm the owner. Well, first off, Al Davis had it right. If you're gonna do that, just make yourself the GM. Don't pay a GM. What the hell are you paying a GM for? For optics? You hired a GM. Let him get his scouting department out right. I think Spytek is a good scout. I will squat on that take forever. And is that he's a good scout, and I think he's going to hire. I think the new scouts that come in are going to know what they're doing in the draft. I'd rather trust those guys than Tom Brady's friend.
Yeah,
Jim Gray. Jim Gray.
I don't even talk about that.
Is that an Oklahoma rapper?
It might be.
Jim Gray. No, don't like him.
Who's going to end?
We got 2 wins. If you had anything to do with this damn two-win season, I'm not very big fan of you.
Exactly. Who's going to end up with Kyler Murray next year? I think he stays with the Cardinals. The Cardinals, they had the Cowboys game, and then they were like, "Oh shit, we might need this guy."
I was crying when I saw that the hypothetical trade of Tua for Kyler. How funny would that be? Tua for Kyler would go so hard.
Yeah. It wasn't with. I see people like the Raiders into it. Like, what? No, thanks.
There's either of those two quarterbacks. If you want me to get pissed off about next year and not have any positivity, everybody's trying to take away my offseason positivity with stuff like that.
Jesse is very confident that the Raiders are going to win the last 2 games. So, what are you guys willing to trade up to move up to pick one after the Raiders win their last 2 games? First of all, you guys are sleeping on the Gardner Minshew revenge game.
And we've just, even before he got revenge, we just couldn't beat him. Even before the revenge game, the reason he got $25 million from the Raiders is because they lose to him all the time.
Yeah.
Well, where would they slip to, though, if they won 2 more games? If they were a 4-win team, would they slip to about 6 or 7? Would you say? I guess, depending on how some of the other 6 or 7. So basically last year is where they would be. At that point, I think about trading up. I do. I think about trading up for Fernando Mendoza. That being said, like if the New York Giants have the number 1 pick, I do call them and say, what do you want from that? I do think about doing that. I really like Mendoza. If not, I look to trade back, to be quite honest, because if there's just no quarterback there, I don't think this top 10 is like that sick. I think this draft's better rounds 2 through 4, in my opinion. Like I think that's the value in this draft. So I look to trade back, try to get something next year. It's a shitty situation to be in as a Raider fan, but you don't do a sunk cost fallacy and try to make something happen with that 6th pick just because we have to because we're picking 6. No, I pick up the phone if somebody else wants to come up and get somebody, and I'll take. The phone lines are open. You want to get as many throws at the dartboard as you can.
Yeah, I agree, dude. All right. I see some Oklahoma Warriors coming here. Yeah, the prize is the TDL tank top and a tumbler. That's the prizes today. We answered that one. If the Raiders pick 2 and another team jumps to 1 to get Mendoza, who is the next QB?
You don't think it's Dante Moore?
No, I don't. I really don't. To answer my question, to be honest, is we'll see. Because one, does Moore come out? If he does, I don't think he's that smart.
He should. His stock's never going to be higher, I don't think.
It wouldn't be that smart. The thing is, though, it probably should be him. I just don't see the NFL loving him. That's all it is. That's just my opinion, and we'll see what the NFL does to these other guys. Cole Payton was terrible against Southern Illinois in the FCS playoffs, so I don't know about if he's good. That was
Salukis.
terrible.
You couldn't beat the Salukis, Cole Payton.
That was a bad film. I don't like Cole. I don't know, bro.
Club. What about the Club Nick? Are you running Club Nick?
I've been reading people's scouts and scouting reports on Club Nick, and like they say it was like big arm, and I'm like, what are you guys talking about? It's weird. It's weird, man.
I think it's more. I think it's Dante Moore. I like Dante Moore. I think if you hired Clint Kubiak, and got Dante Moore
Yes.
in a West Coast offense, I think you're looking real good.
That would work for me.
People keep saying poor man's Bryce Young. I disagree. Bryce Young likes to hold the ball and create a lot. Dante Moore looks to get that ball out of his hand. Dante Moore plays a little bit more like Bo Nix, to be quite honest.
Yeah. My comp is Bo Nix on ADHD medication.
Interesting. Okay, so he's on Adderall.
Bo Nix on Adderall.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just
Make
under
sure
control.
Vegas has a 24/7 pharmacy.
Get an ADHD test. I think we'll be all right.
Don't try any of the other weird stimulants.
Yeah.
In Vegas, Dante, stick with the ADHD medication. We got all sorts of other weird pills here. Don't do those.
It might have to be Vyvanse. You know what I mean? So Vyvanse.
Vyvanse. Whoa. Yeah.
Might have to be some Vyvanse. I don't know, man. But that actually, I mean, because it's not really that. His film is impressive from a quarterback perspective, from like a NFL trait perspective, is not that impressive.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what NFL teams have to decide. Are NFL teams going to be like, yeah, we like that he plays quarterback really well, or somebody be like, oh, but look at this guy, just look at this cannon, like they did with Tyler Shook, which ended up actually working out.
Yeah. Well, you have to understand Dante Moore is gonna tear apart JMU, who is a playoff team. JMU is a playoff team. So if you tear up JMU, you're talking about easily one of the 12 best teams in the nation, I think. Actually, you know what? That's not. I think I know JMU is a top 12 team in the nation. So if Dante Moore tears them up, then you have to take them too, in my opinion, because that's playoff football right there.
Yeah. All right, let's get another voicemail here, because we got a lot of them, and we got Baby Shook there in the show. So
good afternoon, guys. This is a message from Marcus and Glen, Big Matt. And I don't like everyone always leaves out one of the original guys of the show. Big shout out to BD Williams. Still my guy. Miss BD being part of the show. And it's Cat too. But this is Mr. Will Blast calling from Los Angeles. Just had a couple things I wanted to put out here in the universe through the Tape Don't Lie stratosphere. And so this is my favorite Raiders channel for sure. And, I watch it religiously. Been watching it for years, trying to support the channel. So glad to see you guys, doing the channel growing and improving. First things I want to talk about is Max Crosby. I'm not here to diminish Max at all. Max has proven and shown from being a fourth-round pick by John Gruden and got the GM's name, but that fourth-round pick turning into an all-pro. No one can ever question Max, drive and ability, and him being able to become an all-pro and one of the best players in the NFL from a defensive end perspective. So I'm not here to diminish Max, but I want to talk about it in a different way. Like, I think we all saw him bark out Devin White the other day in the game. And that's cool because Devin is trash. We understand that. Most of the players on that defense are hot garbage right now. But as a leader, I just don't think Max rings the bell. And this is my problem with it. It's okay to challenge guys and try to have guys, work to your level, those kind of things. But like JPJ was a rookie last year. And for him to have a problem with a rookie coming in that's never played and doesn't really even know the ropes of the NFL yet, And I'm not saying that JPJ is an angel or a saint and didn't do anything wrong or, went about it the right way. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying as the dude who gets all the most money and he's the face of the Raiders and all that, he's supposed to be taking these guys under his wing. He's supposed to be trying to make sure that they have camaraderie amongst each other. When you draft a guy like JPJ, he's going to be there for 3-4 years. So it behooves him to try to, again, iron sharpens
He said
iron.
behooves.
You know, it's
Yeah.
That was long. Like B Mac was a little long there, but
Yeah, he hit the threshold. It behooves him to cut that down to. No, I'm kidding. I think that's actually an interesting thing. Is Max actually a leader, like to the degree that we think he is? When we talk, the case for not trading him is, look, you need this guy here for developing the young talent to have that leader. I think with JPJ, I look, man, 2 staffs. Has he got more?
okay, yeah, he's
good.
got to finish.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'll go ahead. Oh, goodness.
I think Max is a great leader and the guy to be leading a franchise. I think Max needs to be with other alpha dogs and other all-pro players around him so that they could kind of lead the way and, you know, he can just go out and do his thing. Having to be the leader of other men, I think he's failing at that with JPJ and other guys that he seems to butt heads with all the time. And I think that fucks up the locker room and the camaraderie. And so, yeah, that's just something I'm just saying about Max when people talk about trading him. I'm kind of open to it, definitely, because again, I'm not shitting on Max. Max is all pro, so I'm not taking anything from his game. Just saying, I don't think he's an all pro leader of men, and so yeah. But my other point, Glenn, always announce what L you got, bro. You know, sometimes we want to, you know, get a new flavor over here too. So, you know, we always and sharing with you, bro. So always share what you're sipping on, please. So just so it can, you know what I mean, chime in with you and do cheers from afar. I'm just shooting shit. Again, shout out Baby Share. Again,
Hell yeah.
Everybody else who calls in. Shout out Tape Don't Lie, the whole chat. Again, shout out Big Matt, BD, Glenn, Marcus, of course, man. Keep doing your thing. Appreciate everything you do. Man, love the channel. This is Mr. Will Blast signing off. Clap.
All right.
Will Blast, man. That was a nice ending to that voicemail. No, that's great. I will say, if you're going to leave a long voicemail, be entertaining. You were entertaining in that one, sir. I should announce my L's. I announce my L's a lot, but not my L's. And I think that there's something to that. However, JPJ is not the example that I use. And like, think of who you're saying, right? You're using Devin White and JPJ as why Max may not be the leader that we think he is. I know that's not what you're saying, but just you're asking questions. JPJ, when you listen to what Max actually said about JPJ, it basically sounds like JPJ came in saying, I'm an all-pro Remington Award winner. Fuck you. Worry about the defense. I'm doing me, right? Whereas Max was saying, no, you're on this Raider team. You need to work the way I work. And the way they became actual friends was that JPJ started waking up early and working out so hard that he was throwing up because he was doing Max's workout, which I think we all understand that, like, we need Max to set the standard in the way that he works, which he does. I mean, the guy plays 100% of snaps. The guy does stuff that I don't even want him to do, but he does it. Devin White. I won't put the Devin White thing on Max because you have Devin White with Devin White shouldn't be playing right now. That's straight up. When you're the 2-win team, you're playing guys on 1-year deals. They're going to dog it, especially in the third quarter when you're down multiple scores. And I think Max is taking out a lot of frustration on a guy like Devin White, going like, I'm not dogging it. What are you doing? What are you doing? And to me, I'd rather see Max out there pulling Tommy Eichenberg aside and going, look, this is what you did wrong. This way, even if it is a little intense, yelling at that dude, trying to make him get better. Whereas you're looking at Devin White going like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? You're worried about next year already? You're worried about who someone's going to pay you next year? That being said, I'm still fine with sending Max out for that. I just wouldn't do it because of his lack of leadership. To me, it's more so, are you going to get Max's great play for 3 more years? I'm not so sure the Raiders will. And is it worth trying to spread out his value among some solid starters along defense instead of having one really good player? Let's be real, once he hits 30, it's really hard for us to see him having double-digit sack seasons.
Yeah. You know, I don't know. I think Max is a leader just because of his effort.
Mhm.
That's what I think it is. Like, maybe he's not a vocal leader type of thing. You could maybe make that case, but I think when you play how he plays and he plays every single down and he goes hard every single practice, I think that's a different form of leadership.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Just a little bit. No, and I kind of understand it. Like maybe he doesn't express it right. Like, beef with JPJ or who, even the main rumor was the beef was between him and Christian Wilkins, and then Christian Wilkins ended up kissing Adam Butler in the head. But the main beef was with Crosby and Wilkins. That was a rumor out there, right? So maybe
over his rehab, right? Over maybe not working through your rehab the way.
So maybe his approach isn't right. Maybe he has a wrong approach.
Yeah. No, I hear you. But we stink, though. That's the thing. Is like we hear about guys that come here and dog it all the time.
So I think Will Blast has a point that maybe it's the approach of leadership, right? Because they don't have Christian Wilkins now. Well, whatever he said to Christian Wilkins that led to him kissing another man and getting kicked off this team.
Nobody else signed Christian Wilkins. Nobody else signed Christian Wilkins, though.
I know, because he has an injury, right? He has an injury. Well, he's probably really bad. And yes, he kissed another man in the locker room. Let's talk about it. This is the NFL. Okay, we're still, you know what I mean? They're like, whoa. So whatever Max said to him to lead to that was not the probably most leadership way of coming at him, right? Like maybe you come at him in a different way. Maybe you come at him in a more like, hey man, I really need you, dog. I need you to be here. Like we need you to win. You know what I mean? If you come at him like, yo, what the fuck? Why'd you don't want to work out today? You know what I'm saying? That's approach. So there might be that. Because yeah, every time he approaches somebody with some leadership shit, it does become a big like pushback on him. You know what I mean? So it could be a little bit of that, but also you gotta I don't know. There might be something to that. He might be.
I also wonder if Max is the guy. Like, let's say somebody else has a problem with, I'll just say Christian Wilkins for now, but any player on the team, and they try to solve something, but you go to Christian Wilkins, who is making a lot of money, and you're maybe somebody who let's say it's somebody who in like the Jonah Laulu tier or something is going like, man, Christian Wilkins is dogging it, dude. Like he's not setting an example. Do you go to Max because Max doesn't mind doing that, being a dick, and he can pull rank on somebody? Because I'm sorry, like he's the longest tenured Raider that plays meaningful snaps at this point. And like I wonder if he's just that guy. I would hate to trade it. And I know what Will Blast is saying. He's not saying he thinks this, therefore get rid of him. I know that's not what he's saying. It's actually a very good conversation topic that I don't think we've come from. I just want to me, like my trading of Max is more so he plays 100% of snaps. This dude is either the biggest freak defensive end ever, or, which is more likely, he's going to be like 32 and nursing all sorts of injuries and maybe not being as productive as we need him to be. That's why I look to sell high now. But it has nothing to do with leadership. In fact, that's probably the reason I'd keep him, is the leadership, in my opinion. Because, like, let's be real, dude. Like, Cleveland Farrell, like, as bad as he was, like, he seemed to have worked hard, right? Like, he seemed to have worked hard. You didn't hear about him and Max having a problem, right? Like these other guys, like Malcolm Kuntz. Like, I don't think Malcolm Kuntz and Max have a problem. Like, you see guys that work. But if you don't work, I'm not really interested in, like, how Max gets along with you. Like, we suck.
Yeah, that's true. You got.
I guess that's just my answer to that. And so I guess I still land on, like, let's see what we can get for him. But that's the thing I know we'd miss, is having a guy like that.
Yeah. All right. Do we like Reese or Fano? If you don't, who's Reese?
Arvell Reese. I mean, he's pretty damn good.
Oh, Arvell Reese. I thought he was talking about two linemen. He was talking about two O linemen.
Stud.
Well, Reese, but Fano is like a 15 pick guy. I ain't taking Fano. I wouldn't take Spencer Fano in the top 15.
Yeah. I like that Lomu guy, the other tackle. I like him in more the second, third round area. Like he might be a better like value. I don't know if he's a better player, but better value. Caleb Lomu, I think is his name.
Yeah. Any old lineman? Chase Basantis from Texas A&M, really good player. Trying to think of who else.
What was it? Offensive lineman?
Yeah.
Yeah, interior O lineman. I really like. I like Connor Liu. Is it Connor Liu from Auburn? Really like him.
I
think he's guard center versatility. I think he's a really good player.
He's talking about more of the college football playoff tomorrow.
Oh, college football playoff. Yes. No, of course not. Whoever's playing for JMU and Tulane, because I mean they have to have dominant teams if they got into the playoff. Whoever's playing for them, I would just take.
I would look up. I'm gonna look up Jay Madison top draft pick just because you said
I'm being such a baby right now. But I like. Let me see. I mean the Oregon guy you're talking about, the interior O-line Oregon guy gets no better. I think.
Yeah, they don't have any ranked players.
That can't be Marcus. Are you serious? They're one of the 12 best teams. That's so weird. Wow, they must be really well coached. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, let's see what Draft Network's 8 players to watch. There's one Jay Madison guy.
Who is it?
It's what's it?
I'm gonna laugh when the Raiders draft
Nick
him,
DeGennaro is the Duke's lone draftable talent.
What is he?
He's from New Jersey. He's a mafia
I
dude,
can
New Jersey.
tell by that name. But what does he play? Is he a corner?
Wide receiver.
Wide receiver.
With 23 receptions, 410 yards, and 4 touchdowns.
Okay. Sign me up. He's got to be great.
I mean, yeah, man. I don't know. Nick will probably be at the Hula Bowl. You know what I mean? He probably not East West Shrine Senior, just the Hula. Tulane. Yeah. Tulane has a tight end, Ty Thompson. He's from AZ though, man. He's from AZ.
I'm gonna laugh my ass. By the way, real fast, have you seen the rumors about Dillingham to Michigan? Have you seen those? There's some rumors.
Sam Levitt is leaving. Why is Sam Levitt leaving?
Yeah. No, I know. I don't want that to happen because I thought Dillingham was gonna be like, nah, man, forks up for at least the next like 5 years. You know, like I was hoping, but again, he's not gonna be turned down that Michigan money. I mean, it's just it's too bad. God. I hope not. I hope it doesn't happen.
All right. How would you guys prioritize both sides of the ball, free agency and the draft? For example, 60% offense, 40% defense. Good question. Justin and DJ, the questions you come up with, man, awesome. I just want to give you praise for you. You got great questions. You do.
Yeah.
That's a damn good question. I got to think and shit.
Great.
To be honest, the way this draft is going, I would go, if we're going to go for free agency, if we're doing a split, I'm going offense. You got to get some tackles, get a tackle, because this tackle class is not good. You're not going to find a lot of depth in the tackle class. Interior O-line, get a guard, sure, yes. But I think you got to go defense. You can get a good guard in the 3rd and 4th round. There's good guards everywhere over this draft. It's probably one of the best positions, and in the value of it, you have to go in the 3rd and 4th round. You can find a good guard. Like I'm doing this guy from Georgia Tech tomorrow for the draft show. Perfect 3rd round pick. He doesn't have a lot of pass blocking reps because he plays at Georgia Tech, and they got Haynes King, and that's all they do is do counters and shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like you have to look at that position though. Somebody saying wide receiver, man. I think wide receiver after drafting 2. That's bad.
Yeah. I would push wide receiver. I mean, look, if you see somebody in the 3rd round that you just love, especially after taking the quarterback, I'm never against it. But I wouldn't prioritize it. First off, in free agency, the wide receiver free agent class, not great. So I think to me, I'm like 70-30. I say go get your quarterback and then get the defense. I think this offense with the right coach can get better faster. And they have a lot of young talent on offense. I would want to spend on O-line in free agency, even if the draft had some good linemen. I just wouldn't want to put my rookie quarterback out there with a very young offensive line minus Colton Miller and young receivers and everything. I want to get some veterans in there. You do what Chicago did. They shored up with veterans on that offensive line as soon as they got their coach in there and everything. And I would go like 70-30 defense. I get my quarterback and then I just go defense, because we really do not have a lot of talent on the defensive side of the ball. The offense has talent. I just think it's just the coaching this year was just awful, and the quarterback play was awful. The defense doesn't have a lot of talent.
No, it doesn't. They need young talent over there, though. To me, because like defense, I feel like that's a place where you can get away with young talent and build on it. You know what I mean?
The Rams are doing that right now. I mean, you look at the Rams; it's all young talent for the most part.
Yeah,
just Emmanuel Forbes, even guys like that. It's still a young player, you know. Like just their defensive lines all young. They're energetic. You get a good defensive play caller and a nice athletic defense that has talent and upside. You can do a lot fast with that.
Yeah, Marcus, are you worried about Mendoza throwing across the middle? I mean, he doesn't do a lot on film, but I mean. So you got to be a little bit worried about it, I guess. I'm more if anything, I'm worried about Mendoza. I'm worried about how Mendoza handles pressure. I think he panics a lot, and that's a little bit of my problem. And I think like he sees the first side of pressure, he like panics and he like tries to get out of the pocket and shit. It's not really that positive. If there's something I'm worried about Mendoza with. But Mendoza just has intangibles because Mendoza played like literal shit. Like I did the members breakdown for Ohio State. I had one dude like he left a comment like about time. Like, God damn, man, like this shit it's a 40-minute breakdown, man. Get relax on me. But he played like shit in the first half. And in the second half, he just balled. And I that's something you really can't I can't teach that.
Yeah. That's why I like him. That's why I like him. I mean, to me, that Ohio State game to come back up after taking that hit where I thought he was out of the game, come back up and not only did he not miss a beat, it looked like it woke him up a little bit. Like to me, look, the Raiders haven't had that kind of quarterback in a long time. Derek Carr was a durable quarterback. I would not call him a tough quarterback. Whereas when he got hit, he started seeing ghosts. He started falling on his own and stuff. If Derek Carr didn't get touched the whole game, he was a damn good quarterback. But the minute he took that first sack, it was kind of like, especially post leg injury. You cannot develop that in a quarterback. Toughness, resilience, all of that stuff. And I think he's got enough everywhere else. Like, I think he's got enough of an arm. I think my comp is Goff in terms of arm strength, but he's leagues ahead of him in terms of athleticism. He's a quick quarterback that can pick up 10 to 15 yards at a time, I think, against an NFL defense with his legs. That's all I ask for. He's big, strong, and I just think he's very coachable. I think he's with a team. I think this team really needs a guy like that.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Jacob Rodriguez, what is the draft protection? I looked this up. Matt Holder. So I just want to look at what Matt, because Matt does linebackers or Bleacher Report. I just want to look and see what Matt thought. Matt said 4th round.
That's where the simulator I was messing around with had him too. I mean, he just might not be that athletic. He gets his damn hands on the football though. Like, maybe he's not like this. I don't know how big he is either. He might not be that big of a player. Like, he doesn't look like super big and imposing on the field, but that dude is around the football a lot. Like around hey, if he's a 4th rounder, if that's who the Raiders taking the 4th round, sign me up.
Right? What could it be worse?
They took Tanner Muse in the 3rd round.
Yeah, because he says he lacks ideal height and appears to have shorter arms for NFL linebacker.
Yeah, I could see that. But man, the guy makes plays, man. The guy just makes plays after play after play. Like he's just and he's a little older too. COVID senior. Like he's been in college a long time.
Matt says he's slow.
Might be 4th round though. 4th round. Hey, 4th round.
I trust Matt with like linebackers. I do trust Matt with it. He does a great job with that. So
I've seen other people. I think he's like, because people wanted him in the Heisman ceremony. I didn't see a lot of draft people saying he's like a first round player. I've never seen anybody say that. So there's got to be a reason.
Yeah.
Ooh, Oklahoma, man. Oklahoma is
The choke job, man. They choked the crazy.
Choklahoma.
Choklahoma, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do one more voicemail here. I got one more voicemail here. Let me pull this up.
Is it Baby Shug?
Not yet. We're saving Shug for the last. We haven't got the Shug yet. And then we're gonna do the game lines after this.
Tape don't lie. What up, Marcus? What up, Glen? What up, Matt? You know who this is, but I'm going to tell you anyway. This is BJ Mac. Not BJ Pack, Marcus, with your typo having ass. For real, though, shout out Baby Shug, the inspiration. All love and respect. I love your voicemails. I've got a lot to say, Marcus, so you better answer my rant. I say rant because this season has got me so messed up, and I need to let it loose. TDL voicemail therapy line. Thank you. I appreciate it. This season was supposed to be the normal one, right? The stabilizing one. After all these years of firing the coaches and GMs, Mark Davis brings in Tom Brady, 7-time Super Bowl champ, winner. We hire John Spytek, first-time GM, but respected. We miss out on Ben Johnson, but pivot to Pete Carroll. I didn't hate it at the time. I did think it was weird because I thought this old ass was retired. But I was like, all right, 3 years of Pete, and then we'll deal with it. He's respected. He's a winner. He can right the ship, develop players. Spytek says, Pete and I are aligned. We have the same philosophy, blah, blah, blah. Things look great. We hired Chip Kelly out of the blue. Okay. Make him the highest paid OC in the league. Trade for Geno Smith. All the tape nerds love him. Okay, let's cook. And it was all downhill from there. And free agency, they let everybody walk on defense. At the time, I'm like, all right, I see they got paid way more than we expected. All right, now you better draft their replacements. We need 2 corners, at least 1 safety, a linebacker, and then they draft all offense with all their high picks. And they don't draft a safety at all, which was wild.
Yeah.
Pete hires his son as the offensive line coach. Yeah, that's not great. O-line coach to me is not a position for a nepotism hire, especially when we had a young O-line that was playing well at the end of last year. So then he comes in and they change everyone's position along the line. Okay. And then here you go with this one. Christian Wilkins refuses to get surgery on his foot when everyone else says that he needs to have surgery. And then he kisses dudes and gets cut. I know you guys forgot about him because I did too. He was on this team. He got cut, and then he's disappeared. I have not heard a word about him since he got cut. So the season comes, and we're a dumpster fire. Compete is just bullshit. He's playing his veterans for some reason, even though they suck. Then he gets up at the podium after the games and just spouts off all his bullshit. I'm over it. He's got to go.
Well, when you put it like that, that sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, BJ Mack also went too long too. Yeah, you got 3 minutes in the voicemail, guys. You got 3 minutes. So
got to get the Dave Chappelle wrap it up box from back in the day. When you put it like that, I mean, he just went. That was an off-season recap, which none of us needed, but he did put it all into one message. And I did start thinking, like, why did I think this was going to be good? Like, this did seem like they had this great coaching staff. I think there was a media push too, like where everybody was like, hey, the Raiders look like they're finally making the right moves. I think Tom Brady being involved kind of clouds even the media's vision. They're like, well, Tom Brady's a part of this. It has to be good. It's I don't think there's no question in there. So there's nothing to answer, but it's just like this is like the Pete Carroll thing ended up being like Tom Walsh. I don't know. Maybe old school Raider fans remember Tom Walsh, the bed and breakfast offense. That's what this feels like right now. Like this was bad. I mean, this is a bad team. I do think there's more talent on this team than 2 wins for sure. Like I look at the Tennessee Titans and I'm like, that is 2 wins of talent on that team. Mm-hmm. I think the Raiders have a little bit more talent on there, especially on the offensive side, that I do think with the right hire, I that's a huge asterisk with this team because they just don't make the right hire. With the right hire, they can activate that offense and at least be middle of the pack next year, which middle of the pack for us would look insane, like especially after the last couple of years. So to me, that's why I say they really need to add on defense in the offseason and really just need to bring in some good free agent offensive linemen, like maybe another true blocking tight end, like a real one, not Ian Thomas, like a real Lee Smith ass blocking tight end, and then just go, we can fix this right away. You can fix that, especially in the run game. The defense, they need talent. And it's like when you hire Pete Carroll and you don't draft any defense, that's also very weird.
Yeah. They need talent on defense. Like, just bring in a whole bunch of talent. That's why, I was really hoping last year they're going to focus on defense on the draft. That's what I expected. But they didn't do that. And I was like, what the fuck is – when they draft – because people got so mad at me when Dante Thornton was drafted.
Yep.
I hated that pick. I did. I'm like, guys, come on. You need another wide receiver. It's crazy. I did not like that pick at all. So I was frustrated. All right, let's get to this. These offensive. If they score points, let's discuss this. All right.
First off, round of applause for Geno Smith. He's back, guys. The boys are back in town. Down. He's back, dude. Look at that picture. Look at that picture. We're getting that. We're getting that back.
The last dragon.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness.
Oh, all right. So what are your thoughts on this, Glen? We got passing yards, 183.5. Passing touchdowns.
Yeah, no, it's this is a tough defense, man. They're playing, in my opinion, the best defense in football.
Yeah.
I don't even think that's a hot take. That's not even my opinion. I think that might even be factually true that they're playing the best defense in football. Up front, they're gonna kill us. Back end, they're gonna kill us. Pause, but you guys know what I mean. It's gonna look like that picture right there in more ways than one. They're Will Anderson. It's going to be horrible. And the Texans need to win too this game. Like they actually need to win this game. They can win their division. And I think anytime interception. I mean, guys, there's this thing about the fat cats in Washington, D.C. do not want you to know that you can double your net worth with a Geno Smith anytime interception. It's happened all the time, except for maybe a couple. But if you did it every week, you'd be making money for sure. Kenny Pickett last week too. You got to take it. I think he's going to go over on pass attempts, but his ass might be out of the game. He's going to take shots. He might get hurt again in this game. So I wouldn't take his over on his passing yards. I don't think he's going to finish out the game.
You think he's going to finish the game?
He's not going to get benched. He's just
Joseph Evans has a great question here. This is a great question.
What's the single game record for sacks? I don't know. We'll all I know on the broadcast is they'll have a little meter on the sideline that'll be like after every sack, and it'll go all the way. And they're like, "We're almost at the record, guys. We're almost at the record." Whew, Bama, love it, Bama.
I mean, Josh Allen got sacked how many times? He has the best offensive line in the league. How many times he gets sacked?
He gets sacked a lot.
Wow. Okay. Brock Bowers. No, my bad. I'm mostly Ashton Genty. The Ashton Genty anytime touchdown just tells me all about Vegas this week. That's what I always say.
That's not going to happen.
Glenn, it's a running back.
Yeah.
The starting running back plus 245.
Yeah. Well, they've been shut out twice this year, Marcus. So not only has the running back been unlikely to score, everyone's been unlikely to score. Like, if there was a chance, like if football was like hockey where you like pulled your goalie from time to time, the Raiders would still not score.
Yeah.
Like if you were like, hey, we can get an extra player on offense if we pull 2 players on defense, and they would do it because the Raiders would not score against 9 defensive players. Like they would do it. And the anytime touchdown, sure, that's good. I still like the receiving. I still like the receptions. I think that's one of the safest bets. I don't think it hit last week, sadly, because they had like 70 yards. But I think the receptions are good because, again, he can get tackled behind the line of scrimmage. All sorts of stuff can happen, and you could still get the reception there. Receiving yards, again, he can get tackled behind the line of scrimmage. It does happen. They usually just have a line. They're going to have Azeez Al-Shire just kind of following him the whole time, I would imagine. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough rest of the year for Ashton Jeanty. So people are going to question it all they want with these over-unders. Like, I guess that's going to breed those conversations. But I like the over on receptions.
Yeah. I think over on receptions. I'm going to think he's going to get the over on yards this week. I think Jeanty is going to have a decent game. I'm going to take the over on yards. And I'm going to take the anytime touchdown. Because I think the Raiders are going to lose like 31-7. So I'm going to go. I'm taking Jeanty on it. I'm taking Jeanty.
Okay. All right.
I'm taking Jeanty. Like I think this is gonna be a game where like the Raiders come out like the first drive and they go to right down the field, they score a touchdown, they get us like, oh, wait a second, hold on, what's gonna happen?
Yeah,
and then lose 31-7.
You know what's about that.
I feel like it's gonna be one of those games. All right, Brock Bowers.
Yeah, Brock. I mean, I think his receptions are pretty safe. I don't know how many he had last game, but even in a bad game, he still touched the ball quite a few times. Like for a team that had 70-something yards of offense, he still touched the ball a lot. So I think it's pretty safe to take his over on receptions. I'm not sure what are they going to try to get Stingley on him? What are they going to do? Are they just going to bracket him? I'm not sure. Either way, I think they're going to force the ball to him. I think that's the only way the ball comes out of anyone's hand fast on this offense is when you're going to Brock Bowers. I like his anytime touchdown because he has 6 of them this year. So, yeah. I mean, that's just a lot more than a lot of people do. Is Ashton Jeanty second in reception touchdowns on the team?
I think so, yeah.
He's got to be. He's got
Tucker. I think it's Tucker.
Because I thought Jeanty had 4. Does Tucker have 5?
Yeah, I think Tucker has 5.
Okay. So, yeah, okay. So, I'll take Brock's anytime touchdown and his receptions and his receiving yards because it's Brock. I mean, if we have anything else as Raider fans, it's Brock.
Somebody said we need to do our picks. We're not going to be back next week because of Christmas week, guys. But
yeah, no, it's not next week.
I was thinking about like doing like a graphic of like me and Glenn on Sundays.
We should, yeah,
and putting our stuff there.
Yeah, you can usually just follow my Twitter timeline to see how the gambling bets work because I'll let you know at Glen Rockney. Like with all the like betting on college and NFL, you'll just see my comments on random quarterbacks and running backs and coaches. You'll know how I'm doing.
See if E10 asked about last week. I think we missed every single one last week.
Well, they didn't. These were offensive prop bets, and they had 72 yards of offense. Yeah. So
maybe the games. I mean, last week maybe the games. What
I said they were going to cover, and they didn't. So I was way off. I didn't bet any of them, so I was not confident.
What about the NFL games? Because like I took,
I think I had a couple. Because I had a pretty good week last week.
I could pull it up. I could pull it up if you guys are interested.
Yeah.
But game line.
14.5. Wow, we are 2 touchdown underdogs. And I'm taking Houston because I just like you said, I see a 31-7 game. I see a team like the Texans. They can't look past the Raiders. Like this is just not the way. Like they're not. They need to win. They are the wild. They're a game behind Jacksonville, and they don't play Jacksonville for the rest of the year. I don't. If I have that correct, they just need to stomp whoever's in front of them. And the Raiders we are the child hiding in the corner with a dad who had a rough day at work at the steel mill. That's what we are right now for the rest of the league. I don't like using dark analogies like that, but it's been that type of year. Listen to the 3-minute long voicemails we've gotten. We're going to get our ass kicked. It's going to be horrible. But guess what? The game will end. The game will end. These games don't go forever. This is not cricket. We will lose. There will be a 4th quarter kneel down, and there will be 2 more games left instead of 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
You agree with that? Thank you. I'm glad you agree with that.
I'm more thinking this game. Is there over under? Like, what do they hit the over?
I think Houston scoring 31. If you said 31-7, then you're right at it.
Right, exactly, right.
Yeah.
I'm going 31-7 here.
Yeah, so
And,
you take over.
100%. Like, I feel like they're gonna fool us. There's gonna be like a great drive. They're gonna do this. You go right down the field. Jensen's gonna have like lots of runs. They're gonna hit some play actions.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna score a touchdown. And be like, oh shit, what's happening? And then from there, it just goes downhill.
Does your family get you guys like Raiders stuff for Christmas? Like, I'm not talking about from the Tape Don't Life, but like my family will get me something the Raiders things, and I'm just like, I'll just wear this in the house where no one can see me. You know, like it sucks right now. Like you're just like, man, this is so embarrassing. Like this is so bad. Oh gosh.
All right, so let's look at last week. Somebody asked what we did last week. So we went.
I had the Packers for sure.
I lost that. I went Broncos. I went Broncos.
I took the Rams. They won. They covered.
I took the Lions to cover though, right? I did. I took the Lions to cover. I think.
Yeah, I took the Rams. I took the Rams because I actually bet money on it and won, so I know that for a fact. Like I actually cashed the ticket that said that, so I did take that.
I don't remember. I did take the Bills last week. I remember I took the Bills. I took the Bills last week.
Yeah, and I took the Pats. I was off on that, and I took the Chargers, so I know that. Yeah.
I see. I took the Chiefs.
But the Chiefs did cover. Yeah, the Chiefs did cover. So, yep. You know, they Gardner Minshew almost took it. So,
all right. So this week, here we go.
Tomorrow night, Packers Bears. It's a tomorrow night game. It's a Netflix game. Netflix and chill. Gosh, I hate this matchup because I'm not betting it because I can't get either of these two teams right. I just cannot do it. I'm gonna take the Bears because I think the Micah Parsons injury is huge for the Packers. Is huge. I mean, just with that trade with Dallas, I mean that's gonna be tough, man. Like that's just gonna be tough. And I think so much of what the Packers did well when they don't really play consistently great offense week in, week out, but they usually have a good pass rush every week, and that's just not guaranteed anymore. I am going to take the Bears. This is a huge game. I'll take them to win by 2. Buccaneers versus Panthers. This is another stay away game for me, but I will take the Panthers in this. My rule with this is when it's just a crazy game where you just all the weird stuff's going to happen, I just take the underdog. That's just what I'm going to do. If the Bucks were underdogs, I'd take them in this game. It's just I'll take the Panthers. Jaguars versus Broncos. This is actually one of my bets of the week, and I got the number a little bit lower than by betting it early. I have the over 46.5. Both these teams can score. Both these teams can score. I have it at 46.5, but Vegas is obviously getting some bets that are pushing the over. The people that agree with me because it's at 47.5 now. I'll take Denver though. I think Denver ends up winning at home in that game, and then they absolutely clinch. I think they would clinch home field advantage if they did. Unfortunately, Patriots versus Ravens. Very similar to my process with the Buccaneers and Panthers. I'm just taking the underdog in this game. I think it's ugly. I actually think the under is a really good play in this game because I think both quarterbacks are going to lay an egg, in my opinion. But I will take the Patriots +3 just because they're underdogs. I think it's kind of a wash of a matchup.
Yeah, I'm taking the Packers. I think the Packers just own the Bears. I think there's a little bit of ownership there.
Yeah, it's true.
So I'm taking the Packers. They own them. Matt LaFleur owns the Bears. Doesn't matter who it is. Until I think they might have beat. I think the Bears might have beat them on like a field goal like last year, maybe. I don't know. But like for the most part, that was the Vikings. So yeah, the Packers own the Bears. So until the Bears beat the Packers, I'm going Packers. Bucks versus Panthers. I'm going Panthers because I think the Bucks are just falling off. I think Baker Mayfield is on the downfall a little bit. He started off really hot this year, but I think the NFL's kind of caught on that if you get some pressure on him, he's going to kind of be like how Geno Smith is and thinks he can break every tackle and, be Superman. Instead of just throwing the fucking football. So he's having some problems there. And I think Bryce Young is he got Tyler shook last week. You know what I'm saying? But I still think he's a clutch player. I think he's going to figure out how to win that game. Jags versus Broncos. I'm going to go Jags. I think the Jags are really hot right now. But I think the Jags lose to the Texans at some point. I think the Jags still lose the division to the Texans. But I think they beat the Broncos, get the hype. Everybody says Trevor Lawrence is top 5 quarterback again, and then he goes and shits the bed against Texans. That's my route for. But I think he goes out there and he earns his rep this week and has everybody on his dick after he beats the Broncos, because the film guys have just been waiting. They've been waiting to just hop on it. They've been waiting to prove that. Patriots versus Ravens. I'm gonna go Ravens in this one. I think the Pats are starting to. I think people are starting to figure out Josh McDaniels a little bit. I think if you can stop the Pats from running the ball, and you put Josh McDaniels and those boys into the passing situations, that's what happened last week. I know Henderson had that long run at one point, but they stopped them from running the ball and forced May to beat them, and it was successful. And some fans hit me and said, like, I think Josh McDaniels is laughing to the bank, whatever what he was saying. And I was like, well, I don't know about you, but we've seen the Raiders be up 24-7 with Josh McDaniels plenty of times. It happened like 8 times that year. They were up 17-0 like every single week. Literally, right? They're up 17-0 like every week at halftime.
Mm-hmm.
And lost. Remember the Jags game? Like they're just dropping bombs on him. Like Devontae was going off, and then
yeah.
So I think that's going to continue to happen during the season, because I think the Patriots have been getting away with, and I know Drake May has been getting a lot of praise, but they've been getting away with running the football, playing defense. Running the football, playing defense. And I think that's going to stop here pretty soon.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, college football.
I will say one play I love is that I actually bet. So I feel the need to share this. Hopefully it hits. But if you guys, I like the under in the Monday night game, under 46.5 Niners and Colts. I don't think either of those teams are going to score a lot of points, especially not Phillip Rivers Colts. He looked awful. Yeah.
He had a great back shoulder at clutch. He had a great back shoulder. It took 10 seconds to get there.
Yeah,
but
he looked awful. Colts can play a little defense too. So I think it's going to be. I just like I think they have that under way too. I think that should be like 42, and I got it at 46.5. So yeah, we'll see. It's an indoor game, so it won't be weather or anything like that. But yeah, Rivers. I'm sorry, Rivers is not dumping on the Niners like that.
And you could tell how they felt about Rivers. It was like 3rd and 10 with like 3 minutes left, and they ran the ball.
That was hilarious. My dad was mad as hell, Rams fan, so he wanted the Seattle, especially after this. Now he's even more mad after what happened yesterday. But the week before, he thought he was going to steal a win. Lions, they beat the Lions, and he thinks, oh, Rivers, man, take down the Seahawks. He was pissed as hell. They were running on 3rd and 10. He was
third and 10, like he was like
got beat by 6 field goals. Got beat by 6 field goals.
He's a damn rookie.
Riley Leonard. This is such a bad year for Notre Dame, man. Riley Leonard can't even get any damn burn.
I know.
Like, what do you think? What's Phillip Rivers going to show you?
So I did this just to, I feel better because now I'm trolling you, Glenn, with this.
Let's take a look. No, you're not trolling me. This is an incredible slate. Look at those spreads. They're so wrong. I don't know how one team could be favored so high. That's so weird. That's so weird.
So what are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on this?
I just feel like it's full of typos. There's no way Oregon would be favored in a playoff game by 20 over a team, one of the 12 best teams in football. That's so crazy. Yeah, that's so wacky stuff. I guess I'll take Oregon just because it sounds crazy, but I guess I'll take Oregon because they're maybe you could take Oregon money line for minus 1,800, which is definitely what it should be in a playoff game. This is definitely you can't miss this. Don't do yard work during this game. Don't read the back of a paint can or anything like that. Don't do anything during this game other than watch it. I'm sure we're going to get like a Boise State, Oklahoma Fiesta Bowl kind of thing. I'm sure that's what's going to happen. Miami versus Texas A&M. That looks like a fun game, actually.
Yeah, that's a great game.
I think College Station is going to be going crazy, man. There's nothing else to do in that damn town. Miami hasn't played good football since their biggest win of the year in week 1, apparently. They haven't. They're the 3rd place in the ACC. where they're going to get their ass kicked by Texas A&M. Tulane versus Ole Miss, another just, my goodness, meeting of the absolute blue bloods here. I will take Ole Miss, but they're, what is it? Pete Golding, is that the coach? There. That is interesting. Their defense is still going to just clamp down. It's still the defense, the coordinator calling and stuff. So I don't think they need to do much. I think the Pete Golding situation is going to come into play when they play another team. Nothing against Tulane. They are one of the 12 best teams in college football. So, yeah. Oh, no way you're hating on Miami. Yeah, no way. Okay. Sure. That's fine. Miami didn't beat any playoff teams. So.
He was where's Tulane, Glenn?
Yeah, I don't know. Qatar? I have no idea where it's at.
It's New Orleans. It's New Orleans. It's New Orleans.
Is it it's in New Orleans?
Louisiana somewhere.
I was gonna say, I thought it sounds like its own city. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, either way.
All right.
I'm
taking Oregon. I think Oregon's gonna beat that spread. I think Oregon's gonna kick James Madison's ass.
No way.
I think it's gonna be an ass whipper. Miami versus Texas A&M. It's gonna be interesting. I think Texas A&M is the better team, but I think Miami just has some studs, and But I like Marcel. I'm taking Texas A&M. I'm not gonna be stupid. I think Texas A&M is a stud ass team. They got a lot of great players. But I'm gonna take Tulane to cover this game, though. I think Tulane's gonna cover this game.
Wow.
And the only reason because I think Ole Miss doesn't have Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
That's why I'm taking Tulane to cover this game, just because they don't have Lane Kiffin. I think it's gonna be something crazy, just that game at all. But I think the J. Madison versus Oregon, that game's gonna be ugly. Let's keep it real.
Yeah, I'm just really glad that the committee got it right, and this first slate of games looks just marvelous.
All right, so now it's time for some Baby Shug voicemails. We'll do a raffle and we get the hell out of here. So, all right, Baby Shug. Of course, he went 3 minutes too on some of these.
Oh boy.
He hasn't been in the chat today, though. I don't know if I should play his voicemails. He's not in the chat, but
okay.
We'll play.
We're gonna do a check on Baby Shug.
Yeah, somebody check on Baby Shug.
What up, Glenn? And you too, Matt. What's up, man? Hey, I know you, Marcus. You mentioned that it's a little too soon to be doing deep dives on, the top 5 prospects coming out of the draft and who the Raiders should pick. You mentioned that it's a little too early to do that, but I think you're misunderstanding what my suggestion is, Marcus. See, when I say a deep dive, I mean a deep dive. Find out, what your big board looks like, what other teams would get that top corner, maybe the second corner, and if the Raiders would go out to the third bet and figure out that's where they're going to land. That's what I mean by a deep dive, Marcus. That right there can carry you all the way to April easily. Right? Do a deep dive. You guys are starting to get boring after these games. You got nothing to talk about. So do a mass deep dive, man. I'm always giving you good suggestions, and they hit. You know what I'm saying? So do as I say, and we'll be good. Trust me. Nobody wants to hear about the next 3 games or how many are left and how bad we did. Or if we win, everybody's going to be pissed off. You understand? And I got a little something I'll tell you about myself. Baby Shug, okay? I know a little bit about football, all right? I coached. I ain't trying to drop names here, all right? But I coached 3 kids on one team that made it into the NFL. The first one that's still there playing is Jalen Hawkins, the safety of the New England Patriots. He went to Cal, played high school in Buena Park, California. Mm-hmm. The second one was Josh Love, quarterback at Long Beach Poly, undrafted to the Los Angeles Rams. The third one, who you probably will remember when I mention his name, is Siosai Wilson, of Utah State. He was a walk-on.
Who could forget? Yeah.
Who could be Siosai Wilson?
All right, maybe it was Las Vegas. You remember him, Marcus? You remember him, Glenn?
No, I don't.
You
No, I
remember
don't.
him,
No,
Matt?
no, we don't.
Yeah. I coached all three of them boys on the same team. So Baby Suge knows a little bit about football, right? As a matter of fact, there was a fourth kid on that team.
Oh
He went
gosh.
to MLB to play for the Boston Red Sox. You know that kid that called the fan FAG? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, Jaron Duran.
You know, you say what I want to say because YouTube will strike you guys, and then
Yeah. Well, thank God for the 3-minute cutoff there, because I have a feeling he was gonna be like, in case you don't know what that spells. But yeah,
That's just number one. That's number one, Glenn. That's number one,
my
Glenn. So
goodness.
So we got two more. You got two more Baby Sugar voicemails. That was the one from Tuesday. Of course, you called again on Wednesday. You called again on Wednesday.
He's about the guy to text you. He's the type of guy to text you, and then you look and you go, I got a text from Baby Suge, and then it's got a play button and like 9 minutes. You're like, what the hell?
Exactly. That is Suge for sure. All right, here we go.
Hey, Marcus, this is part 2 of my voicemail, so hopefully you play them in a row so I don't sound crazy and nobody knows what I'm talking about. But anyway, enough about me. I'm just here to tell you it's Sunday. I'll probably give you 3 more calls before Friday, before you go live, ranting and raving about what the Raiders should do and what the TDL staff should do. But, yeah, man, this is Baby Suge, man. You should know. I come with the real. You understand? Love you guys. You guys do a lot for me. Believe it or not, you guys do a lot, man. Been going through this divorce. Baby mama's tripping. She wants the D, and then she wants to argue. She wants the D, and then she wants to argue. I can't deal with that, you know? But anyway, I want to tell you guys, man, I'm a living legend where I'm from. I'm a living legend. They're going to bury me at the 50-yard line where I coach Pop Warner football. Trust me, man. Trust me. When Baby Suge says something, it's the real. Okay? You guys are the best. Marcus, Matt, you all right. I like you, dude. I really like you. You sounded pissed off in the last section. And Glenn, stop hating on the player. Stop hating on the player. Just admit that Tyree, Knockney Wilson, is not going to get signed. And remember what our bet was. If you lose, Glenn, you got to smoke a fat one live.
All right.
Live on a Friday night. That's what the bet was.
Yeah.
Baby Suge ain't getting kicked in his nuts.
He'll I start getting like scared sometimes. I'm like, man, does Baby Suge not like me? And he's like, yeah. And if I win, you gotta smoke weed. I'm like, all right. Oh man, yeah. I'm like, I'm not crying that. Nah, he's a killer. I mean, that's top tier performance. First off, can his baby mama call him one time? I just gotta hear.
Yeah, we gotta get the baby mama to call it. We need her side of the story, first of all.
Just was, and she's like, "What up, Marcus? What up, Matt? What up, Glenn?" She says the same thing.
We need the baby mama to call it.
That would be crazy.
Baby Suge, baby mama. If you come across this and you're like, you know, you want to see it, you hear his voicemails and you get mad, and you come across this.
Oh my goodness.
We need a voicemail, baby mama.
Oh my goodness.
We need Baby Suge's baby mama to call it, please.
I will. Yeah, I know. That's no. That's I guess do a deep dive, Marcus. I guess do a deep dive. I guess we got out of this. I get. Hey, why the deep dive? I think you guys do that already, but go deeper on your dives.
I guess so, man. I guess not deep enough. We got one more Baby Suge voicemail, and then we got one more.
Oh. That does not say 218, right? Okay.
Yeah,
it
does.
does. Okay.
What up, Glenn? What up, Matt? This is my third message of the week. And, you know, I continue to watch your guys' live reaction when I leave these voicemails. And you guys are sighing and disbelief and looking like you're bored. You guys should be more appreciative because you know damn well that Baby Suge is the biggest contributor, or I should say financial contributor of TDL Super Chats. Now remember, I bought a sweater for $300, remember? But that's not why I'm calling today. I'm calling to let you guys know that my baby mama wanted me to watch my son today, which would have prevented me from listening to tonight's live at 7 p.m. And that's how much it means to me. Because I don't want to be watching Raider content. Or, I'm sorry, Raider games. And I just want to chime in and listen to what you guys have to say about it. I am your biggest supporter. Be appreciative, Marcus, Glenn, Matt. You should know better. When Baby Sugar leaves a voicemail, just know it's all legit. Just like me, legit. And one last thing. I need you guys to convince me that Mendoza is the right quarterback to choose from, because I don't see it. I don't see a strong arm. I don't see a fast quarterback running. As a matter of fact, I think he's a little dork. All right? We don't need a dork as a quarterback. All right? We need a man, a leader. We haven't had one since 2002 when Rich Gannon left. So, yeah. Anyway, I just want to leave you guys that message. And Marcus, answer all my damn questions.
Yeah.
Is Mendoza a dork? That's the question. Is Mendoza a dork?
Yes, and that's why I'm drafting him. And he doesn't play like a dork, because Josh Rosen was a dork, right? But Josh Rosen played like a dork. Mendoza does not play like a dork.
See, the thing is we can talk about the Raiders drafting Mendoza, but as soon as Mendoza spoke Spanish at the at the Heisman Trophy,
yeah,
it's like Mark Davis, his eyes lit up.
Yeah, the jersey will go stupid.
The Spanish commercials he can make, the Spanish, like the in-game like Hispanic Heritage Month with Mendoza for the Raiders, is lit. Let's keep it real, guys.
I mean, I guess we'll draft Diego Pavia if they want a not dork guy.
No, I'm good on Pavia. Pavia walking around like he's a boxer.
I know we would end so horribly in Vegas. That's what I mean. Like, but what I mean is, like, Josh Rosen was this like 4.0 guy, but he wasn't a dog. Like, you just like, man, he was he was a good player in college, but he just like, I don't know, man. I see a damn good player in Mendoza. I do, and I think, and again, we're gonna watch him play a couple more games.
All right, guys. So I got the wheel of names in here. So let me know if I missed anybody. But I got a lot of repeat names. If anybody wants in quickly, you better. Here we go. You got 30 seconds.
Checkmate's like minus 1,800 to win this. This is like Oregon versus JMU.
Oh man, yeah. Maybe I want to see how small Diego is at the Senior Bowl, because he went to Senior Bowl. He's gonna get measured.
Yeah,
I want to see how short he is. You know what I mean? He was dressed like a boxer. I don't know if he was going to a boxing match or the Heisman Trophy. I don't know if he was going to do a weigh-in or, either one. You guys got – oh, here we go. Anybody else? Anybody want in? Is all the names in here? There's a lot of names, a lot of repeat names in here. All right, I'm spinning. About to spin. All right, let's do this. I'm spinning. Here we go. I swear, if Checkmate don't win, I'm gonna laugh. Oh, we got Toxic. We got Toxic. Okay, we remove Toxic here. Here we go. One more.
He got it.
Yeah, because he's like 5 in a row.
Yeah, you landed his area code. You landed his area code right there.
All right. So we got Checkmate and Toxic. If I don't know, Toxic's in the chat. We got Checkmate and Toxic. Checkmate, hit me up on Twitter. Toxic, hit me up on Twitter. Let me know what you guys want. I'll hook you guys up. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We got any more questions? Let me see if we got any questions. We got to finish up here. Didn't Riley get hurt? That's why this. Yeah. No. Anthony Richardson hurt.
Riley was hurt, but I think he was still active as the quarterback too in that game.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I thought either way, I think I'd still like to see him play if I'm a Colts fan. Is all I'm saying.
They're asking for one more spin. They want one more spin. All right, guys, fine. All right. Do I just take checkmate out? Do I take all the checkmates out?
I don't know. He paid the money. I mean, maybe one. I would maybe one. I would say take one checkmate out. I think would be fair, but
Okay, let's take one checkmate out. All right, here we go. One more spin. Here we go.
Oaktown.
All right, so we got Oaktown, Oak, checkmate, and toxic. Here we go. You guys got it. There we go, guys. All right, but have we discussed who could be the option for defensive coordinator if the Raiders look to hire an offensive-minded guy? Defensive coordinator is so hard. Just find some random. I don't know, right?
Who's this guy from Jacksonville? Everybody wants now, the offensive one. I know there's the Udinsky. Is that his name? That people want him. That's the name I've been seeing. Probably he's like 30 years old, and he's Jacksonville's OC right now under Cohen, I think. So he's not calling plays, but defensive coach. I think Anthony Weaver would be, so I was saying defensive coordinator underneath that. It's tough because you're just like, who's linebacker coach am I elevating? You just got to know like linebacker coaches. I like Al Harris though. I'll tell you that much. Al Harris is doing a great job with DBs around the league, and I'd like to have him with like Darian Porter. And if the Raiders take a DB or something like that, I like Al Harris. Everybody remembers him from back in the day playing.
Yeah. What's funny? I was thinking the other day, what if the Raiders hired Frank Smith?
Frank Smith, the former tight end coach of the Raiders, with Darren Waller and stuff, and he still has Darren Waller in Miami. No, it's true. It's definitely true. That's Frank Smith. I think is going to get some looks, but I don't know. Maybe Miami's offense is not like the hottest ticket in the league right now, so I'm not sure. But yeah, Frank Smith for sure.
All right. Any other questions here? I think we got all of them. I think we're out of here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
Yeah.
Got some raffles. Like I said, hit us up. We got the voicemails. Keep the voicemails coming. I like the voicemails.
I like the voicemails a lot. Yes.
I like the voicemails a lot. Keep the voicemails coming, guys. The number's at the bottom. I'll keep tweeting out the number to make sure you guys do that. But we are out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Peace.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, Raider Nation.
Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. Peace.